Tom Sawyer and his pal Huckleberry Finn have great adventures on the Mississippi River, pretending to be pirates, attending their own funeral, and witnessing a murder. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. This is a reimagining of the story. This one came out in 2014. They tried to do something. You can go and watch this on YouTube, as that's where I wound up watching this. It has one nomination, and the main cast in this is Joel Courtney, Jake T. Austin, Catherine McNamara, Noah Monk, Val Kilmer, the late Val Kilmer, I should say, Cyril Whitney, Miles Musindin, Jackson Sully, Sonja Kirchberger, Christine Kaufman, Dan Van Hoosen, Harry Anichkin, Nicola Dodove, Marie Rosen, Philip Rudy, Thomas Ray Shank, Antonis Swebrio. Bleh. Hard name to pronounce. Ryan Quinn. Yeah. And that's it for that. Oh boy. So yeah, like I said before, I saw this on YouTube. You can go and watch it on YouTube for free. It's still for free. What do I think about this though? Is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? Let's go over everything, shall we? And then I'll tell you if I enjoyed it or not. Oh wait, so that being said, what to start off with? Probably the best thing about this movie, the graphics. Yeah, the graphics is the best thing about this movie. For its time and type, 2014, bear in mind, it's an action, adventure, drama, family movie. That's what they put it under. And yeah, I actually agree with that. I think it's more adventure drama than anything else. But yeah. But that being said, the graphics is the best thing about this movie, and I have to say it's 2014, it's time and type. It's actually very good. Very, very good. Going over the other aspects. Action, yeah, I would have to say it's an action movie per se, as it's always moving, but that could also be its downfall. And it actually is. And I'll get more into that when I get into the story part. So, that being said, the actors, the acting. Oh boy, I have complaints. I have major complaints. It's not good. It's not good. The acting at times was alright, and it probably helped me get through this one. And then at other times it was kind of bad. It was bad. Let's just put it that way. It was bad. Yeah. The actors do not save it this time around. They do not. I don't know who to pick to say who was the best one though. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Best one, Val Kilmer. Even though technically he wasn't there for that long. He really wasn't. He played Mark Twain. Yeah. Mark Twain. And he really wasn't there all that much. It was really more about Tom about the story of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. That being said, let's go on over to the director, which was also the writer of this movie, Joe Castner. Yeah. First of all, you are there to direct the scenes, and certain scenes were good, other scenes were not good. You are there to, and then there's the cast, the actors. I once again, I don't know if it's the actors' fault or if it's the director's fault. Because I don't know any of these actors. I really don't. But Joe Castner, you were the director, which means you are there to direct. Direct. Even the worst of actors can be great if they're directed properly. Moving on. The story. What do I think about the story? Last and not least, the story. Okay, so bear in mind, I have not seen the original movie of Tom Sawyer. But that being said, I have read the book. Yes, I don't know if it's still in today's education in schools, but it was when I was in elementary school. What was it? The third grade? Grade 3, I believe. Yeah, they got us to read Tom Sawyer. It was on our reading list. And I remember it being a great book, but bear in mind, it's been a long time since I've read the book. And that would have been... I graduated from elementary school, which would have been in 96. So I probably read the book in 1993, 94, something like that. Yeah, that's about right. 93, 94, something like that. And I remember, the only thing I remember about the book was the fact that it was great. It was awesome. It was. It was also at the time when I was reading Lord of the Rings and the books, and my teacher was actually very impressed the fact that I understood what was going on in the books of Lord of the Rings. That being said, what they tried to do here, it's not good. It's not right, and it's probably the main reason why this movie suffers the most, and it's because they tried to condense the story into an hour and 30 minutes. Sometimes an hour and 30 minutes is good for a movie because they're not doing too much, but in this case, it's not enough. It's not enough because I saw how they were struggling trying to how would you say, trying to make you understand everything that's going on. So they were always trying to rush it to get to the next scene. And yeah, no. They needed more time for this movie. And to me personally, that's where it majorly suffers. That being said, but did I like it? The plot is actually a very good plot. It is. It's just done badly. Was it written properly? No, it was written badly. That's the thing. That's the major theme, written badly. And to slap on Mark Twain to this movie, because they're saying the writers of this movie is Joe Castner and Mark Twain. To put his name there, no. They shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have done that. They probably had no choice, but they shouldn't have done that. Anyhow, that being said, IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 5.1 out of 10. What do I think? What are my thoughts? Did I actually like this? It was alright. It was alright. Is what it was. I disagree with IMDb's rating this time around. I think a 5 is too generous. Too generous. And I'm actually leaning towards, yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's an alright movie. Had potential. I repeat, had potential. So I give this none other than a 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. That's my rating. They tried. At least, they tried, but you could have done a lot better. A lot better. If done right. If you guys put more time and effort into this. Yeah. If they had put more time and effort into this, is what I meant to say. So, that being said, if you love this movie or did not love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So, thank you all for taking time to watch. Join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I